Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Optional Rule. My name is Scott. I am the host of this show. Typically, it's a show about talking all things tabletop role playing games and Dungeons and Dragons. I'm going to continue playing Cyberpunk 2077, which I've done a lot of lately. So I'm going to keep doing that. No funny voices. I had a little experiment last night with that, trying to do something funny. That's worth a try. But we'll see where today goes. Now, I'm going to switch over my window. This game might crash. I've had some problems with it crashing when I do window switches. Hopefully, it won't do that to me this time. But if it does, I'll just restart it, and we'll go from there. So let's get up. Yes, crashed on me right away. So as long as I start in a window, it will stay up. I'm glad I can see my little warning. I put up that warning because last night I had some crash problems with the game. So it'll come up in a second. My unshaved face. This is a ninja stream, so I'm just hopping online. Don't know if anyone will even see it, but I am trying. I'm going to hopefully not crash the game, but I'm popping over to post a message on a notice board about the streaming. Oh, you crashed again. Don't send. That was my fault. Sorry, folks. Compelling seeing me in a small window. So I'm going to probably keep streaming up until Critical Role comes on tonight. I watch that typically on Thursday night, so I'm going to watch it tonight. That gives us about an hour and a half. Full warning this time. I am going to go ahead and stream all the main content. So I'm going to do a mix of side missions and main content, so you might end up seeing something spoilery. So just full warning there, spoiler alert for all of Cyberpunk 2077. I'm enjoying this game. As I said before, there's a lot of hoopla about it online. I like it. It's a good game. Not transformative. I mean, it's not The Witcher 3. I love The Witcher 3. It's okay, but it's a good solid game. It's people choose to be some kind of. So this was. I left this off. This was a Cyber Psycho location. I've taken this guy out, and I'm just looking over at my thing to make sure you guys can see what I'm seeing. So I have decided to mess around in the Badlands, which I think I'm going to keep up for a little while. This is the Badlands. I'm hoping to get enough. I got 55K. I was hoping to get enough duckies together to get a. Like a Mad Max kind of car. This is a thievery thing, and this is this vehicle right here would be fantastic, but it's 110K. Money is so hard to come by in this game. But I want to get like a real Mad Max car, and so I'm just doing some missions, and I might do some side missions. I have not been doing any. What is this bad boy? What are you, buddy? Take my pimp cane. My pimp cane. You're nothing. You're a glitch. So that's just a glitchy piece of thing hanging in the sky. Welcome to the stream. Go ahead and chat up anything you want. You're interested in anything you see in a game, anything you're interested in about gaming in general, or Cyberpunk 2077, Cyberpunk Red, Dungeons and Dragons. I play all of those things. I have been gaming longer and more than I've been doing anything in my entire life. Now, I can jump a pretty good distance because I'm going to go down there and see what's at that depot, actually. I can jump a pretty good distance because I just got cyber implants. My cybernetics, I just upgraded those. I have little magic ankles here, fortified ankles, which let me, if I hold down the charge on, I can jump like way in the sky. So that's been pretty useful. There's a lot of hidden places in this game. Almost every place that I've not had a mission for, but thought, well, geez, let me go see what's down there. Almost every one of these places has turned out to be something interesting. So that I absolutely love. Absolutely love it. That was probably what kept me going for as long as I did in Fallout, like games like Fallout 4, the idea that you could just get into some place and find all these stories, even if just implied. Man, I love that stuff. So, oops. I'm not. Cars don't handle on this game, and I can't drive. In game, in real life, I'm very good. Yeah, I just love little vignettes. It's killing me. I have not looked it up online. I found something. I can't stop fishtailing. I found something in one of the buildings in the middle of the city. Oh, there's cameras here. This has got to be something. Look at all that. These guys are something. All right. I got a fixer trying to call me. Let me guess. It's these guys. Sorry for that cough there. All right. So let's see what I got here. Track job. So that's got to be this location I just found. So you will not have missions on the board, and suddenly if you go, good, flying drugs. That must be drug shipping. If you go to that location, you'll uncover a mission from one of your from one of your fixers. You know what? Keep trying to do the stealthy build, but it's just not working. I always get seen, and sometimes it's often because I suck. More frequently, it's because I actually most frequently it's because I suck. Oh, buddy! But sometimes it's because of bugs. Whoa! I'm getting more foes with cyberware. Stop. Yeah, let me. Sorry, I didn't get myself under control here. Like they'll see through walls. That's a little rough. So this is not, for as much as I want it to be, this is not the best stealth game in the world. But it never said it was, so that's not a ding on the game. I just keep trying to turn it into one. Now that said, I am not. This is another. I'm pretty much a bullet sponge. I can take quite a bit of damage. I like how that person's shooting. I can, and I'm pretty resilient, and all of my build is not a brute, so I'm doing pretty good even without that. I have, I love her outfit. I wish you could take the outfits they wear, because there's a ton of great looking NPCs in this game. I've got somebody over here. I saw something. Whoa, there's a sniper up there. See the laser pointer? All right. But my preferred playstyle, every game I tend to like go for a stealth sniper. I just gravitate towards that. And this game does it okay. Pistol is way better. You can't put a silencer, for instance, on a sniper rifle, which is often turn off remote deactivation, which is often how you run a sniper build in other games. That's not the assumption in this game. So, again, not a design flaw. It's just in my brain, I want it to be a certain thing, and it's not that thing, and I'm going to pout. All right. So let me come back and get all this treasure in a second. I need to turn off these turrets. So turn off remote deactivation. Can't save while in combat. That makes sense. So what I end up doing is I have this wasted pistol. Actually, I should. That's got a silencer on it, but since I'm not sneaking, not sure it really matters. All said and done, though, my pistol silencers in this game reduce noise pretty well, but they more useful, more significant is that they reduce damage, which you have to get a really good silencer. Let me see if I can find the sniper guy who was shooting at me. He's down there? Nope, nobody's down there. All right. Let's see what we're going for. I just heard something. Heard a little beeping sound. Sometimes there's mines in here. So I've gotten advanced enough level that these people are using bigger, broader weapons, and just tougher enemies in general. Man, like my first day with the new pistol. All right, I've got some kind of camera seeing me. It's down here. That camera. That's what I mean by this buggy. These bugs will come in and suddenly you're seen by a camera that it's not clear why it's seeing you. That they just see you through walls. But then I can see through walls. Why can't they? Yeah, like there's somebody down there. Yet again, saw through the building to see me. What is going on here? Okay. Got a couple of purples here. Light Elastomer net running suit. I like those net running suits. I wish... I'll show you my outfit in a second. I am an embarrassment to my fashion sense. But I've decided to go with it in my inventory. You can see my character is just this hodgepodge of equipment I just put on. Let's see if I have better armor. No, slightly better, sure. Let's see what I got here. This suit, ooh, nice. It's a white, oh, it's not a white suit. Do I have any expansion slots? No. All right. Any of these better? No. Okay. I'm gonna pop out these. Oh, I can't remove those in combat. So you have mods you can add to equipment in this game. Brings up armor, gives extra ability, whatever. Apparently you cannot change them out in combat, which makes sense. Although at this point, I'm not really sure why I'm still in combat. There's got to be one dude hanging around, dude or lady, hanging around, hiding in the bushes, which I would too if I was fighting me. Just a bunch of white gear, bunch of alcohol. There's tons of alcohol and food in this game, and I have found almost no use for it either. Find out how the drones were intercepted. There's a ton. We got a problem. Either our supply is evaporating to thin air or someone is skimming off the top. Question is whether it's personal use, blah, blah, blah. That is, the scenarios in this game, contrary to a lot of games, I think would make decent tabletop role-playing games. If you spent the time reading it. I will say there's so many of these little data shards. I can't read them all. It's going to drive me crazy. So I read a selection of them, shall we say. Anybody else up here? I got another camera somewhere. I can hear it little beep fart. Beep fart. There it is. Beep. Anything up here worth seeing? Say something interesting. Okay, nice. Destroy the antenna. How do I do that? I turn off the power. Leave the outpost. So turning off the power is destroying the antenna? I don't get that. I'm in combat still, so there must be some enemy somewhere. The life of me. Oh, that dude right there. Damn it. Now I can use it. As you can see, sniper rifles are not quiet, but they are effective. Why did I get engineering experience for that? All right. Sounds good to me. All right, now I got to loot. If you haven't played this game yet, a tip I picked up other places and have been effective for me is you can craft almost all your own gear. And that gear is almost always better. What was this for? Oh, I probably could have used that to climb up. All the gear you're going to craft is, or most of the gear you're going to craft is better than the gear you're going to pick up. How did I get up here? Oh, nope. So you're really incentivized to craft your own stuff because money, you can find a lot of money in this game, but it goes quickly. You get tens of thousands of euros, which is money in the game, but you're spending it quickly. The other piece of advice, if you haven't played yet, is don't buy a car early in the game. As a matter of fact, I have not bought a car at all. 20th level, 22nd level, and I'm just now thinking about buying a car. The game will make it look like you might have lost your car at one point or another. That's not true. You haven't lost. You'll get something back quickly. You might need to walk to one or two things, but it will come back fairly quickly. But the gap makes you think, oh, I have to buy a car, and that's a significant chunk of change you're going to lose out on. Network code. See if I hack it. Nope. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I just was able to hack it. I didn't have to do anything special. Files. Encrypted. Messages.
You'd think every smartass would have encrypted their comms by now. Anyway, what's the message say?
Raffenschiff bought a virus and they're broadcasting it around via an aerial transmitter.
Wasn't there an antenna around here?
Uh-huh. Not for much longer, it won't be.
Uh-oh. I think that's out of sync. I think I was supposed to discover that before I went upstairs to the antenna. Too late. What is this? Instructions. Let's see what these say. So yeah, I think a lot of these would create a good, especially a good cyberpunk game, but you could easily cross genre with this. Let's say there was some magical tower instead of an antenna that caused, that had some kind of broadcast in the city and caused some magical effect or something like that. You can easily do it. This is useless to me. Okay. All right. I think I've got everything in here now to get around and loot up the place itself. Oh, stop it. Yeah, by now, most of the stuff, I've got good enough gear that most of the stuff I'm picking up, not particularly useful. I got one text coming in. Regina Jones. She's one of the fixers in the game. Cyber Psycho. Poor Gonk. There's a great Cyber Psycho subplot here. I won't get into it too much, but cyber psychosis in the game is once you get too much cyber. Ooh, what is this? Too much cyber gear on you, you lose your sanity. It drives you insane, and you get sort of crazed killer going on. 1C. I gotta look for it. E9. Okay, 1C E9 E9 1C 055. No, I didn't plan that very well. I'll just do BD. Local network. Yeah. Just turn it all off. Oh, this thing. Oh, I can override them manually now if I get up to them because I have a high enough tech score. What is this? Was this anything? Did I see this already? I did not see this already. I guess that was the back way to sneak in, which I did not take advantage of. I guess I could have went up there. What is over in here? Ah, the regular stairs. Got it. Oh, yep, been here already. All right, let me get my stuff and get on out of here. I have used some light machine guns, but I didn't find them particularly interesting. You know, a headshot is way more effective than a giant machine gun going at people. But I am.
Nice work on that antenna.
Thank you.
The tricky part of having a head is knowing how to use it, but not for you, B. Mosquito's roots are safe and secure again. The contract is closed, and closed well.
All right, so I am going to. I've got this great gun here. They have legendary gear. That's what this orange is. I'm missing a mod. I wonder if I can mod this up a little bit. This would change it. The only mods I get there are non-lethal damage. Honestly, I don't care. I'm not interested in turning my gun into a non-lethal gun. Yeah. I wonder what I actually don't know what ADS time is. I think that's like bullet time in this game. But this has already given me extended range. I don't need to swap it out. I want to keep this. Can I order them by DPS? DPS going down. All right. So that's the highest DPS weapon I have. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep my... Is that a sniper rifle? I think I can silence precision rifles. And actually, I think I'm going to exchange this one for my sniper rifle. What have I got? I got this sniper rifle with this precision rifle. This does more damage. Probably has better range. Oh, it does not have it does not have a silencer though. I was hoping to be able to get a silencer on this bad boy. I can turn this into a non-lethal killing weapon. It's fine. It's a power precision rifle. I might as well just use it. All right. What do I got my sniper rifle? That's what I got my sniper rifle? That's not true. I'm keeping this shotgun, and I'm keeping my sniper rifle. This is a different sniper rifle, though. That's not the one I was using earlier. Shotgun. That's the sniper rifle I was using. I've got a nice scope in it, which is what I wanted to take out. That's what I was trying to do there. So I'm going to put the precision rifle in it instead. I'm going to swap this out for... Where'd it go? Oh, these are all different. Oh, well, that's fine. Yeah, that only gave me extra range. So hopefully this is good enough. I can't silence it. I don't know that I care. I'm going to keep the sniper rifle there just in case. I'm going to keep the shotgun in case I need that. And I'm going to junk everything else. The main reason is I don't want to carry all this crap around. But also important is that I can get crafting supplies. You can break things down for crafting components to, do I need this? 559. Wow. My crowbar does so much more damage than my katana. That's all right. I will, and it's non-lethal too. Yeah, I'll keep that around. I don't know. I used to have, I have my pimp cane as well. That's my pimp cane right there. It's electrical cane that does damage, but it does less damage than my crowbar. So I'm going to keep my crowbar around. And I can mod my crowbar? That's weird. Increases weapon attack speed by 30%. Increases critical chance. I'll do attack speed. All right, what else do we got? We got another headset. None of these are better. So disassemble, disassemble, disassemble. Boots. I love these legendary boots, but they've got horrible. Can I take these out? Action blocked. Oh, I can't take out mods once I put them in. That's horrible. Okay. I've got legendary boots, which I would love to wear, but these are no good for me. So I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to keep the legendary boots, though, just in case I can ever use them later. Got a special outfit. Jumpsuit. Virtual jumpsuit. Yeah, I'm going to wear that around this. I like that a lot better than my my other gear. Got beautiful blue hair. Why wouldn't I do that? I guess I can't carry that that rifle around, that machine gun. All right, where we go now? That's not actually what I meant to do, but that's fine. All right, I've got a $49,000 car. Ooh, I can afford that. What is it? What is it, though? Do I have a picture of it? Little Mule. It's just a text message. Let's see what that bad boy looks like. I'm a Nomad beginner, by the way. My you can select a background when you start. The one I selected was Nomad. My car's getting further away. That's annoying. Where are you, car? Must have been turning around. It's in world somewhere and coming to me. I'm going to go see what that car looks like. Maybe I want to buy it, but I don't know, man. So I have a fixer as that gets closer to me. He's been selling me cars. So let's see what we got. Starts with a D. Well, I don't even know. I can't find it. Doesn't matter. Nope, I can't find her. I have no idea. And I'm sitting here waiting for my car. I don't know what is going on with it. Now I'm not even reading a distance. Is that it? No. Ugh, how annoying is this? Maybe it couldn't path to me. Now it's 30 meters away. Yeah, good. The car basically respawns. I've had the you can destroy your car, but I don't think you can do it permanently. I've driven my car into the ocean. I've done a bunch of things. What are you guys doing? There must be NCPD. I've come out of the water, called my car again, and it's come right back to life. So I'm gonna see. I want to at least see what this car looks like. It all heals. I got a self-driving car. Now that is a Mad Max looking car if I've ever seen one. Oh, I'm so tempted. I am so tempted to get that car, but if I blow that 50K now, I'm not going to be, and I've got 60K, so I might be able to do more. I want one of those. What else do we got? All right, I got that car. Heist job, thievery. 21,000 vehicle. I'm sure I don't want that bad boy. Vehicle. Blackthorn Gecko. Is there any way to see it? Give me a picture. I know in my text messages that I get in game, I can see. I wish if it would at least tell me Thornton Galena Gecko. So let me see if I got a text message from them, because I will see. No. Well, poop. So let me see if I got something else. Anyway, I'd like a car, but I need to see what they look like. I'm going to go out to this place. These organized crime activities, those are complexes. So those are really good, actually. I'm sure there's messages from this person. All right, who we got? The 21K for a car. This is 115K for a car. I especially don't want to drop 115K on a car and find out the thing stinks. But there are no more cars out here, so you know what? I think I'm going to get that car. I should go out here and see what the hell is all the way out here. I think I might tonight. But anyway, I'm going to buy this car. This is a sweet Road Warrior looking car. Buy vehicle. Little mule. That's it. Get in. Now, I hope to God this thing handles better than my last car. Dakota Smith, that's who's selling it to me. Dakota Smith. All right. What's it trying to sell me to? I don't want to go out to this other car. I don't care about that now. There's that vehicle, and there is a client wants to steal something here. What is this? Moderate? A dangerous high. Let's do it. Let's do a high risk job. I'm going to try my best to sneak through this bad boy. What does it break like? Still takes forever to break in this game, but it does seem to handle. See, I'm not fishtailing like I was in the last one. All right, so it's an upgrade. Upgrade. I'm gonna go cross country here. I have discovered out here. Oops, some trees are tougher than others. Out here, if you see some building you haven't been in, you're not sure what's in it, like I just did at the previous, whatever that was, whatever site, like a rail depot, you can almost always find something of interest there. So this has something similar. I have some messages in Twitter, so if you're the one of people who have messaged me, sorry. That is it's a complex. I remember going out here once and getting just slaughtered. It says it's moderate. You know what? I'm gonna risk it. What are my weapons? Hold on, weapons. I probably don't need my crowbar. What else can I do? Is it only non-lethal damage? Oh, wait. Yeah, that's all I really need. I will say I haven't done a lot with my what we doing, Dakota Smith? Dakota Smith. Cars for sale. See this one? I bet you that's like 110. I bet you that's the 115. I should have held out for that. This is pretty sweet too. These are all nice. This is the one I just bought. This has got to be that cheap one. It looks like Herbie the Mismet, the Christmas bug. I do not want that. So I've got some, if you've messaged me on Twitter, by the way, I'm not going to answer because I don't want to tab out and cause the game to crash. So not ignoring you, I promise. But nothing much I can do about that. So sorry about that, buddy. All right, let's get by this rock and see if I can. Oh my God. That only brought them to half. That is not good. I didn't hit them that time. Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, that's a little bit more reasonable. I wonder if there was a boss. I get that sniper before they take me out. Oh, they're also tough.
Finally, some action.
I need to be. Oh, there's a. That's cool. There's a doctor or something. Does somebody raise somebody from the dead? Yeah, DPS. I wonder if I could have exploded that. No. Now I don't have as many people shooting at me. It gives me a little bit more space and time. Yep, job complete. Wow, that look, this is a hopefully this is legendary gear when this guy's red like that. Crafting spec, a copperhead, an assault rifle. Nice for a legendary assault rifle. No wonder they were so tough to kill, which is great. Totally worth it. All for the price of a couple healing inhalers. Low price. Oh, submachine gun. I wish it would let me take these submachine guns. I have run across few that I can carry that go into my inventory. I sort of wonder if it's a. Let's see. That's a. Oh. I critted somebody. Are they still alive? Not now. Okay. I wish they'd let me have it in my inventory, but I wonder if it's a matter of strength. Matter of fact, I don't think I can inspect it. Yeah, so I can't even see if it's telling me I have to have a certain strength to be able to put it in my inventory, which would make sense. Okay, I got a blue crafting spec, flash grenade, like it. I don't know how to drop it. So I'm going to have to carry this around until I switch weapons. I think if I just switch weapons, it'll do it. Won't pick it up again. Stay right there, little buddy. You're going to find a home. I know somebody will love you more than I can. I'm surprised at the number of locations in game where you find like epic weapons just laying around. If you play this game, you can go hit YouTube, and I mean, if you're not spoiler averse, you can hit YouTube, and there's all kinds of. I haven't seen many of them, but I did watch one just to get an idea for how they distributed legendary gear. And legendary gear is in a couple places you can just pick it up. Literally, if you just have to find it. So hit a couple of those if you want some great gear to start out with. I will say I don't know in the early game. It doesn't really matter. You always have pretty good gear. There's a point past which you where'd my car go? That's it. There's a point in the game past which you might need it, but early on you're just going to upgrade. You want to upgrade your weapons anyway, so you might as well just use blues at most, maybe green, because it's easier to find crafting components for those. It's all about the crafting. You crafty bastard. Sorry. Yeah, this definitely handles better than my last vehicle, especially on the road. Turn the sound up on this since I'm not talking as much this time. Oh shit, I just crashed it, didn't I? That's my fault. Don't send report. Hopefully I didn't lose much. Somebody was just hitting me up. So I can check my Twitter messages. Yes. So if you're here watching from Twitter, welcome. I don't know if you're on YouTube or Twitch, but I'm starting the game back up right now. I hope you're doing okay. Drop a hi so I know who you are in chat. But other than that, you're welcome to lurk. Actually, you're welcome to lurk, period. Doesn't really matter. Hopefully. All right. Started on the stream again. All right. Good. Sorry about that. Yeah, I have not had... I've had bugs, of course, in this game. A few that were killed me, or there's that bug where you get seen a lot. It's not game breaking. It harshes my mellow, but I don't know. You would think by looking at some videos online, you would think the game is nothing but bugs, and it's a little bit more buggy for me than Witcher 3 was when it launched, but not much more. What do I? So someone asked Twitter, what do I think about the controversy of? There's a lot of press about what CD Projekt Red told people and didn't tell people. I don't know. That's my answer. I know that's a lame answer, and people. Oh, thank God I didn't have to fight this whole thing again. I know that's a lame answer. That's not what people want to hear, but it's the truth. I don't know. Like this is a bug, guys in the air. As long as I can salute them, who cares? Honestly. I don't know what they meant. The people are pointing to, it's a quote. He said, she said, oh, I should read this shard. Get some coordinates off. Here's the route. Coordinates unavailable. Set up along the way. Jump the transport and take the cargo, and don't F it up. Be careful while carrying the stuff. It's radioactive. Boss already has some idea how to use it. So somebody's getting ready to use a nuke. They've already nuked this city once. Spoilers. Where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. So to answer the question that was posted. So I don't think about it is really what I think. I think there's way too much parsing of people's... How am I going to put this? I'm an old man, right? So maybe that being disturbed thing is a young person's thing. Certainly people lie for profit all the time. That certainly. Do I know they did? I don't know. Well, how could I know? Maybe they meant something else what they said it. Maybe they talked to their dev team and they heard something they didn't understand. Maybe when they say they expected it to run, it's running better than expected on console meant that they didn't expect it to run at all on console, and that it ran even a little bit. So I have no idea. What I do know, and I couldn't tell you. Oh, so I was going to say, here's the old man thing. Here's a piece of advice for you young kids. Don't ascribe motivation to people. Don't, tell them what the effect is on you by all means. And that's standing up for yourself, saying, listen, it's not okay when you give me information I can't make a decision with. That's not okay. However that happened, not cool. That's an absolutely fair thing to say. But telling them this is what they meant to do, telling them, that's such a childish thing. And grow up a little bit. That's my advice. Grow up, you kids. I heard this great video from Matt Colville, which of course most of his videos are great, so that does narrow it down. But Matt was talking about today, it was one of his older videos because he released a new video today. Good video on saying no as a DM. I fully agree with that. If anybody wants to talk about that, post a comment. Again, by the way, when you post, I can't tell if you're coming through Streamlabs, or through YouTube, or through Twitch because I'm streaming to them simultaneously. So, so if you want to say where that is, let me know. But so Matt's video was a no, it was great. But then an older video cycled through with the YouTube auto playlist. I think I've got everything out of there. And did I have to equip anything? I don't remember. I'm gonna take a look. The YouTube auto playlist about. Oh, actually, I'm blocked. Am I still in combat? I have no idea why it won't let me do that. Can I save? Yeah, I can save. So anyway, Matt was talking about. Where was I going? Oh, 4th edition D&D and how he blocks people who say, people like to ascribe motivations to the player, to the designers of 4th edition D&D, saying that they were just trying to rip off World of Warcraft, and that was a great video because the truth is I'm guilty of having said that in the past, and that's a crappy thing to say, and I should have followed my own advice. So, I don't always follow my own advice. That's an important piece of information. I don't know if I'm prepared to get rid of this yet. If truly the new weapon is not as good, I'll get rid of it. So anyway, he was saying that they looked at it and they had specific mechanics in mind that those designers certainly knew about World of Warcraft. Now it's not like they were trying to say they invented that, but the idea that they were trying to just milk money out of the World of Warcraft, that's unkind and inaccurate. Why can't I do this? Is it stuck to my head? Oh, this is locked on my body too. Everything is locked. I probably can't unlock it until I take this suit off. I wonder if that's true. Unequip. Now can I do it? 34, 35, 6. Might as well put on these crazy goggles. You crazy kids. And it's true. It's absolutely true. And he has a great video, so I'm not going to rehash the whole thing. I'd encourage you to go check it out on using 4th edition in your game. The video was so good, I immediately broke out my 4th edition books and started looking across them because the video was just that good. And I've gotten already a number. Oh, I can upgrade my character too. I've got a number of ideas for my next session, all based on that. This is that legendary Copperhead. It's a power assault rifle. Yeah, this is that assault rifle thing I just picked up. It does not take much to craft. I might do that sometime, but right now I'm just going to stick with my stuff. See if I can upgrade anything. Oh, I can upgrade my crowbar. Wow, 700 and something damage. That's bananas. I can upgrade my glasses, my goggles. Goggles McGee. So where was I going with that? Yeah, he was telling them that this was, that there was intention, there was a malfeasance there. That's a bridge too far. That's really, excuse my French, but it's a dick move. And he was right. And I immediately felt guilty because I've done it. I've done it. I'm not, I got no room to talk. So I immediately felt guilty. And so when talking about games, this game, D&D, any game out there, don't be a dick. I mean, don't be a dick in life, but don't tell people who they are. Don't tell people what they think. Don't tell people what they mean. By all means, tell people how things affected you. So like it would have been to criticize, it's still fair to criticize 4th edition. It's fair to criticize anything. It's not fair to tell people to make some sort of personal comment about somebody. So I still have criticism of 4th edition, although I think it's better than people give it credit for. I don't poop on 4th edition. I didn't personally like it because it's not what I look for in a game. Its design, even if it wasn't trying to rip off World of Warcraft or milk World of Warcraft players, its design felt like that, and that's not what I look. I like this music too. And its design, it's just not what I look to RPGs for. So it's fair to say, that they wanted something else. All right, I'm going to stop here and get out. Hey, Dakota.
Hear about Militech's new mobile radar unit on the border?
I did
Well,
that
it's
last
bad
time.
for smuggling, bad for the Aldecados, and definitely bad for me. I want to know what makes it tick, but I need to get my hands on it first. Snatch me that radar, and I will make sure you're well compensated. Details
Okay.
attached.
I'll be your snatch. All right. Z and F track that mission. All right. So this is where I'm at. This is a Militech, who's a big arms dealer in the setting. I am going to try. I don't know if I'll succeed, but I'm going to try to handle this stealthily. So I'm going to use my stealth stuff. Now, stealth is not that hard. I mean, these guys are literally seeing me hang out in front of their shop, marking people with my cyberware. You'd think that would give them a red flag, but not these guys. I am going to turn off their breach protocol. If you haven't played, breach protocol lets you compromise the network itself. You have to do this little mini game, which is a very simple version. You have to match numbers, and after which all other activities become cheaper because it costs RAM to do. I tried assist mode once. I thought for some reason like assist mode might make it shoot its allies, but I couldn't get it to do anything. So if somebody knows, drop that in the chat. So yeah, that 4th edition thing was really it really gave me food for thought. It highlighted my own behavior, which is something you always want to do. We've lost this note. We're so busy calling everybody out, and something saw me. What was that? We're so busy calling people out that we've become blind to our own behavior. And by all means, there's a ton of things to call out. There's a lot of things to talk about. There's a lot of things we have to do, not just better at, but absolutely, completely 100% better. So, all of that is fair. And raising that discussion is fabulous. Making sure people are not actively harming people is fabulous. But don't lose this idea of how to examine your own behavior in the midst of all that. Not the least of which, because we all harbor some sort of bad behavior or some sort of self-destructive behavior or something, and that process of improving yourself is massively important. So again, I did not intend for this to turn out to be the advice show, the old man advice show, but there we are. Now, last time I tried this guy, he absolutely slaughtered me. Good. I tried this on a reload once, and I got hosed in the space. So it's good that I thought that there had been some kind of jump that meant that I couldn't effectively play the game anymore. Another sniper. Now, I'm going to go down and get that guy's loot because I'm a loot hog. But I've got these magic ankles, I call them. They're the cyberware ankles allow me to jump. Oh, is he up there? He's up there. It allows me to. I've got to go back up there anyway. They allow me to jump. Oh, that sniper's going to see me if I go up there. They allow me to jump high and across. Oh, they saw the dead body. That probably would make him suspicious. Body identified. This is another reason I get spotted. You are instructed to reveal yourself. Locating suspect. Oh no, I'm gonna get seen. That's just so the other thing, and this is probably more a good design actually. I get seen all the time because I'm greedy. I want to loot all the things. I want to be stealthy on one hand, and on the other, and I also want to be a completionist. And this game doesn't play out like a lot of games. You have to make choices. I am going to jump across this. Nope, did not mean to climb on that. And it's probably more realistic that, stealth gameplay is dependent on you not. Hard time seeing my own dot there for a second. Stealth gameplay is probably dependent on you exposing yourself as little as possible to the scenario. So it's probably more accurate, less fun, but more accurate. Oh, I didn't mean to go down these stairs. I thought it was a booth. All right, let me, so stealth missions tend to be slower. I am trying to take this stealthily. So that means I'm going to be sneaking. Sound like I had a cold. I'm going to take a look down these stairs, and then there's that guy's annoying. There's a roof hatch, which I bet you I'm supposed to go down. But I'm going to see what's down here before I do that. Oh, I probably should kill that guy. Whoa! You are instructed to reveal yourself. Locating suspect. You are instructed to reveal yourself. Locating suspect. Oh, there's another guy there. Yeah, I'm gonna get these guys. Don't take so well to the headshots. They're robots, so they don't have heads. That's problem one. And let me reboot his optics one more time. And I'll try to. Oh, purple. Perfect. Epic item component. Locked. Now, there's a small window when you're in combat to not alert everybody. And I guess that's somebody. I got seen by this guy for some reason. Oh, he was in this room. That's why. That makes total sense. That's not even a little bit of a bug. That was my fault. That's a resilient dude. So anyway, what I was saying before, have you guys played 4th edition? I did not like it. And I had about a decade out of gaming because... Off, on, turn that off. Turn all the cameras and stuff off. Just because I disliked 4th edition so much, it put me off of gaming. I didn't want to get into, and I just work-wise got into a bunch of things that I didn't have time for it. I probably would have played if I had a group, but it coincided at this point of time. That'll happen to everybody sooner or later in your gaming. I'm going to kill these guys to shut them up. Okay, stop. I can't open my door. Oh. All right. Oh, well. That was it. Poop. So I was saying, yeah, it put me off. It just coincided at this time where I my gaming crew had all moved. I worked at a university at the time, and they all moved on. A lot of them were grad students, or they were postgraduates, or something like that, and they worked through their program. So 4th edition came out at the time that pretty much all of my gaming group rotated out. We're still looking for. How annoying is that? I wonder if I could just turn him off. Can I memory wipe him and just shut him up? That would be nice. I realized as I've done all this that I did not pick up that guy's body. Did not loot it. Ah, crap. So yeah, it coincided at the time 4th edition came out. I didn't feel like there's a lot of. I don't get into version wars. I just don't. What's the point of it? It's just elitism. I'm shocked at how much how much people talk about inclusion and diversity, and then tell you how they hate somebody or hate some crew, or just it's a very odd time to live. Like gaming should be an inclusive hobby, and I'm just gonna snipe all these guys because screw it. You know, this rifle must not be what I was hoping it is. It must just be, for some reason, it must not be as good as my sniper rifle. I'm just gonna switch back to that. So what I was saying is, can I put something on it? Yeah, it should be an inclusive hobby, and it always was. People give it a lot of crap and say that it wasn't, and you know, there's a lot of things that have happened in any group that have pushed people out. But at the end of the day, the gaming is less inclusive now, I think, than it's ever been, which is very strange to say because there's more people playing. There's more talk of inclusion, which is good. Why can't I shoot? What is going on? I'm just going to get up and snipe all these guys because for some reason it doesn't seem to be playing nice with my stealth. So yeah, just in some ways it's less inclusive now than it ever has been because we spend so much time hating on people. There's more diverse people playing the game, which is amazing and a universal good in my opinion. But you know, if that doesn't translate to less infighting, you know, what are we doing? My 2 cents. That's what I think. What that's worth. I think I use my... Yeah, still my precision rifle, not my sniper rifle. It says it does more damage. I don't actually know why this rifle would not do... I don't know, something about the way, the damage type maybe? Back to me not being able to shoot. And I look away from my sights for 1 second. Oh my gosh. This thing is driving me crazy. I wish it would just reload as soon as it's empty instead of me trying to pull the trigger. I know I should pay attention and learn to play. Oh, that guy's lined up. Why didn't that kill somebody? You have to hit the monster, the robots, by the way, in the chest. Their head does not. I don't know why nobody took damage there. Feels like a 30-second reload. It's probably like 5. This is frustrating. All right, I'm gonna find a better place to snipe from and just use that. That tower, I'm gonna have to actually play instead of being a lame-o. Yes, I know. I'll have to actually play, so let me switch to my cyber rifle before I get there. This guy, I'm going to remove some of these things from. Let me go to sniper rifle. I only got one. Yes, that's the one I want. Definitely don't need a crowbar. Let's go with this shotgun. Do I have a... non-lethal shotgun. Don't know how that works, but whatever. Look at that bad boy. Oh my gosh, this game. You're killing me, man. The sniping, you know, is rough because you just don't have any, you don't have any cover, which makes more sense, I think. All right, headshots still work. That's good.
Open fire!
Should be able to cut down on my profile here, which I think will work for me. Hopefully it will. At least I have a place to duck when I'm reloading. Whoa! I shoot that guy in there. Shot that guy in the chest, though, right in his armor. Alright. Get some health back. I have no idea if this little bit of cover actually helps me or not. But I'm going to assume it does. Somebody's enthusiastic. Not more, you guys. Can I ping somebody? Oh, he's over here somewhere. All right. Jump over there. Who was shooting at me? Sounds like a... Sounds like a turret. I believe they're all off. I thought they were. Might have been one of my previous saves that I turned the turrets off. Pistole ammo. Oh, some turrets take a little bit more to, what's this guy? Ah! Poop! Where you at, buddy? Now who's shooting at me? Who's shooting at me? Oh, there he is. That's not an unfair statement. I don't appreciate the characterization, but that's not an unfair statement. All right, find the radar van. I'm guessing that's it. Purple, Militech Heavy Tactical Vest. Ooh. Let me see what that bad boy looks like. Sorry, mister. Militech Heavy Tactical Vest. I do not have a level requirement. One, all right. Give me glasses. Nothing to write home about. New weapons, nothing super great. All right. Let's see what else we can get here. I'm locked in combat with some dude who's locked up in some weird location. What does this do for me? Local network off. One of the turrets is on. I don't know which one. Return. Cameras are off. Files. We have a lot of robots. Why are you going up there? No, I don't know where he went. Oh boy. I have no idea where that guy went. Pick up, pick up. This is where that guy shot through the wall was. There he is. Hey, buddy. Error code Z. Steal the mobile roadster. Okay. Just go down and get some of my last loot, fat loot. Yeah, there's a great, there's a good set of tweets up earlier about agency in games, and it's probably worth a blog post, but so agency in games, tabletop role-playing games, any game really. I mean, this does apply. Agency is really important, but people I think misunderstand what agency is, because there's this circular set of arguments that go on when anyone brings up agency, and people will sort of pedantically ask about, well, what about sleep spells, and you know, things like that. And I think they are being pedantic, even if they don't intend to, because I'm not saying what their intention is, but the flaw in that argument is that you have to understand the difference between like imposing consequences or imposing conditions and imposing a choice on somebody, a choice that should be theirs. And if what you are doing instead is telling them what their choices are, making them take what should be something that can only happen through a proactive action on their part and turning it into a GM's fiat, that's pretty bad. There's no way around it, really. I mean, there are some legit cases to do it in games, like maybe someone is possessed by a ghost. I had my current campaign, Rhyme of the Frost Maiden, and we had a scenario where a player character was possessed by a ghost. That's you have to understand. You have to set up the stakes first of all. You have to give them the horror of the situation and what they're approaching. Make sure the player is okay with it. But you know, those are consequences that happen in game. But you should be going to that very rarely as the GM. That should be a massive. That should be a massive red flag anytime you're going to start controlling a player character for them. Now, the players might fall asleep as a result of a spell. That's a condition. You're not telling them they choose to fall asleep. They're not saying, well, you just felt like sleeping, so this is what you did. What you're doing is saying that there's some condition in the world that you have to adhere to, just like death or anything like that. Now, there was somebody who tweeted in response to this chain, because like a lot of these chains, this got out of hand. I'm checking this case over here. Nothing in that case. Where did that person go? It's annoying me. He's alive. I'm just gonna get out of here. Now, somebody like replied. So these chains always get out of hand, and one person did have a set of replies about you should never kill a player without their consent. That's a point of view, but that never statement that seems silly. That seems you know, the game is you've already consented to death by playing. I would counter. So I think that I mean, I don't think any play style is bad, but you've already consented to death because the rules clearly say this is how you die. So so that's it. This is how you can die. So if you're going to play a game that says you can die, then you've already and you're playing that game, you've already consented. If you set something else up with the GM, then that's fine. Now, all of this has the ultimate balance of players vote with their feet. If a GM is overly, if a GM is just overly aggressive, if he overshoots the mark, if the dice rolls don't go your way, any of those things are fair. I mean, they can happen, and you can die. But saying that they're forbidden unless they have your permission to die, you've come to the game, buddy. You know. So this whole like it's like topping from the bottom. You know, the player is now telling the DM what they can and can't do. The DM isn't a computer. You can't take their agency away either. The DM is another player.
Talk to me.
So this idea that you can just be rude,
Fantastic.
that's not okay.
Really. My people are already tinkering. with
That's weird. I'm
my
looking at the person.
Militech
You
is
wanna
in
say
for a little
something?
surprise. A job well done. Your payment is
So that whole chain was just off the hook. That whole Twitter chain was just off the hook, and that is why I think the way I do anyway about all of that. So just a little bit less yelling at each other, probably a good thing. Less absolute statements, probably a good thing. Understanding everybody at a game is probably doing the best that they can at any given time, probably a really good thing. And that GMs, like anybody, has a right to a bad day or to be wrong or make a mistake. Players have that right too. I think the assumption is already that the players have that right, and the DM has to adapt to everything. But the DM is not your parent. They're not your teacher. They're not your guardian. They're not any of those things. They're another player at the table who can make all of the mistakes that any player can make. That was more annoying than fun, I will say. Yeah, I have to admit that was a little bit more annoying than fun. More is the shame. What else we got out here? A car I can buy. I've got a boots from Wade walking. That's a storyline mission I'm not going to do today. There's one more thievery mission that's high danger. I don't feel like reloading multiple times though. What is this? Merc needed. I'm going to go out and do that one. And then I might wrap it up after that. But yeah, so I think these conversations are good to have. But it's great to have a conversation, having a position and insisting that everybody else have that same position. That's not healthy for gaming. Now, what I said earlier about players voting with their feet, there are lots of things around. Games have consistency. Games themselves have themes and core concepts and a central narrative. So the DM does not the right. It's just not about rights, right? It's the DM is the one who sets what all that stuff is, and if you don't fit with that, the DM can ask you to leave the game. They're not obligated to run for you. They're not your servant. At the same time, you're not obligated to play in that game, so you can vote for you with your feet and get out of there. If one player leaves, that vote has that kind of weight. If all players leave, then that's telling the DM something different. Either the DM needs to re-examine, was that worth it? Was that something that was good to do? And maybe they just need to re-examine it. Maybe it's fair to say more cases than we give it credit for. It's not a matter of right or wrong. It's just a matter of sorry, this is a mainline judge. Buried Evie today. The company near North Oak. Thought you might want to know. How do you feel, Judy? And we intend to get thoroughly shit-faced today. Yep, I do too. So what I was saying is, yeah, DMs, it's not a case of this is an absolutely good game or this is an absolutely bad game. It's more often the case that this was a good fit for this person's play style or this group is cohesive. Getting a group that's cohesive is the most difficult thing in gaming. Not even running a good game. Getting a cohesive group together is incredibly difficult. When you're young, you kind of do that because you're a little bit more forgiving. But there's also the factor that, you're all thrown in together, like let's say high school, your high school days. You're thrown in together with tons of other people, right? Peers, your age. College, very similar. What's going on here? There's a bunch of mines here. All right.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make her drink. Now, I've been trying to work with Iris Tanner for years, but the stubborn mare always brushes me off.
Wonder why.
Kind requests, the promise of good pay, none of it helped. Always the same response. I don't do biz with fixers.
Probably smart.
Today she has changed her tune. And why? She's been kidnapped by Wraiths.
Ah, this is a gang.
Aside, if you help her, I bet she will finally toss me a bone. The gig details are attached. Go fetch V.
So this is a rescue mission. Breach cooldown. Let me breach them. So what I was saying, yeah, getting a cohesive game group together is one of the most difficult things you can do. I've moved a lot. I've lived in 7 states and 2 countries. So I've had to reform a group a lot, and it's exhausting. And when you're younger, like I was saying earlier, you're thrown in with peers quite often. But then it's a shock to people who leave college, and suddenly you're just out in the world. You're out with people mixed ages and genders and backgrounds, and maybe people haven't heard of D&D, and that taking that step, suddenly it's not easy anymore. It's not as easy just asking your friends, hey, do you want to go out? Because they have lives, maybe they're married, and it just gets profoundly harder. Not a complaint, that's just it. So getting people together, period, is difficult. Getting people who share a similar style of play, a similar set of assumptions around what constitutes a good game or a bad game is just difficult. And so that's worth a lot of effort. And if you're going to go to that effort, you shouldn't try not to alienate people. I don't know, even more advice. This is the old man show today. I've been feeling that quite a bit lately. Probably going to wrap up after this mission, by the way, just because I'm going to go watch Critical Role, and I might continue to play, but I won't be streaming because I'll be listening to Critical Role. Really? Right through the wall, buddy? Maybe teleport? All right. This is what I mean about I want to do stealth play, but oh, that's Tanner. That's not the person I want to kill.
Iris Tanner, I'm supposed to get you out of here.
I'm going to switch to regular grenades. Muy regular grenades. The explodey kind. A lot of purple gear here. That's good. Oh, I killed that guy. Grenades are doing well. They're throwing them back at me.
No fucking mercy!
What in the world is going on? Oh. That's not what I meant to do, but it was useful. All right, turn you off. I have a hard time aiming up front, up close. It's ironic, I guess pill. Doesn't help that they have these jerky movements that send them just suddenly out of your sights. But I just delay that for some reason. I don't know why I'm doing it. I don't know why I'm doing it. Sometimes I'm nervous, or I'm probably because I'm talking. I'm concentrating on streaming. I'm doing a bunch of other things, so it causes a slight delay in my trigger pull, not serving my game very well. But I don't mind. I love you all. All right, I think that was it. I don't know whether my music is still playing, but that's fair enough. If I see some other person, I'm going to gun him down with my machine gun. Stuff up there. There's somebody over here, looks like. Is that a gun or is that a person? Message from Kojo Iris. Close. All right. Eddie's another message. A lot of the, I wish they would take volumes out of the world if you have it on you already. Because I have found that thing about a bazillion times. Get rid of my machine gun. I won't need it anymore. Let's see what's in these houses. Oh, that didn't mean to do that. My magic ankles let me jump very high. Look at that, a little kid thing. Oh no! These guys had kids. I feel slightly bad about that. Data port. Oh, that takes a 7 and 8. I can't hack that. My tech skill is, or my hacking skill, my intelligence is not high enough. There's a tech skill, not skill, attribute. There's a tech attribute and there is a intelligence attribute. Those are entirely separate. So you can be smart and not tech oriented. And the other way around. Just give me one more shot here. Local network, shut everything down. Oh, can't do that. All right. Oh, I almost missed this purple. Anti-personnel grenade. Nice. More money, 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 money. What else have we got? Some kind of paper? Counterfeit something. Ah, this purple. I knew there was another purple here. This is a purple pistol. I have a legendary pistol, so I doubt it's better, but maybe it is. Where are you? Oh, I don't even know the stats. That's a level 25 required to do it. It reads as higher damage. It might actually be higher damage. It's hard to tell because once you attach a silencer to it, they hurt you? It does less damage.
No, we were still in the negotiation phase. They made a pretty solid case, so it was only a matter of time. Push came to shove, I'd rather slave under Rappin than be chopped into little pieces.
She's a good-looking NPC. I like her little gear.
We'd best get a move on.
Like her hair.
I'm not going anywhere without my ride. It's sitting in the garage.
That wasn't in the spec. At least tell me it's fast, this ride of yours.
No, it wasn't the spec. And no, it's not particularly fast.
Can't reach
either.
this money.
Let's say it's between you and me, huh? I'll make it worth your while.
What do I have to
We'll
do?
see how things play out.
Talk to Tanner. Retrieve Iris's car. Optional. All right. Has to be this car here I saw. I can call my own car to me a little later, so I'm not worried about that. Get in.
Thanks for taking me on this ride.
Oh my God. I must have accidentally turned it back on. I stink. Oh, you know what? That's it. That's good for me. That's a funny way to end the live stream. I'm going to wrap it up here tonight. I'm going to go watch Critical Role. Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate it. So I'm optional rule. I've been doing a lot of game streaming lately because video game streaming because Cyberpunk came out. But I do D&D. I'm the world's okayest DM. I have a mug to prove it. So go ahead and give me a like, give me a follow, do all the social media stuff. It really would help me out. Follow me on Twitter. Engage me on Twitter, though. I'm doing this not to become internet famous because that doesn't really happen. That's not really a thing. But just I want to find people to talk D&D about. I have a local group. I do well with that. But I would love to expand my group to talk about D&D and just foster a great discussion, share my experience with D&D. Hope other people will continue to play not just D&D, but Cyberpunk Red or Call of Cthulhu or any other number of other great tabletop role-playing games that are out there. It's a hobby I enjoy. I've done it more than anything. So I hope you'll join me. My main stream, the one I schedule every week, is on Saturdays at noon Eastern time. I prepare for my game and I talk about design theory as it relates to D&D itself. So that's what I'm going to do. So I hope you'll join me on one of these Saturdays or maybe on one of these ad ad hoc gaming streams again. And I hope you'll engage in the discussion. Go ahead and drop a chat. So if you have anything to add about what you heard today, drop it down on the tavern wall below, especially if you're seeing it on YouTube. You should be able to go ahead and grab some comment section and drop things in there. I try to answer everybody who replies. I get a good number of replies on Twitter, not so much on video services. I'm not a pretty girl, so people don't really want to watch me, or a pretty guy. Yeah, but anyway, go ahead and give me a like, follow, all those things. I hope you'll engage me on social media. It's great to talk to you as always. And remember, in the meantime, fun is not optional. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to crash my game so I can tab out and stop everything. Game crashed. Stop and stream. Bye.